welcome back once again, my friends. I'm Habbage, and I'm glad you're here for some hardcore vanilla Minecraft. Woo! This is round two. We had quite a Stardew Valley Junimo party earlier today. Got a new high score. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite enough, and yeah, that is reminiscent of the World Cup match that was just completed. Not quite enough. Big shout out to Wales. I hope all the best going forward. Now that we are knotted up with a draw, man, we need a lot of help. U.S. draws England next. That will be on Friday, and I would presume then that Wales gets Iran around the same time. I think that the pool plays on the same day, so I'm guessing that both of those matches will be on Friday. We'll find out. There she is. There she is. Welsh Jenny. Big claps. I mean, I'm sure that you got, well, I don't know. Is that an ecstatic draw? I mean, you got the late goal on a penalty to get that in, and you know, obviously a penalty. So good goal there for Mr. Topknot. Never been so bored and proud at the same time. Yeah, I was kind of texting with some friends, and nobody got together on a Monday midday to watch it or anything like that. But we were kind of texting as everybody went about their days, and. I almost texted out at the end, and now all Americans will lose interest in soccer for another 4 years, because it's why it struggles so much to take off here, is that whole disincentive to win, right? United States young team, they were talking at the beginning on the U.S. Coverage that, this is so many people under the age of 24 on the team, all getting their first taste of World Cup play, and that's fantastic and great. But if you got a young team like that, you don't go, hey, you got a goal early or midway, almost I guess halfway through, but late in the first half, and then just go sit on a defensive deal. And yeah, they kind of tried a little bit, but that's why we struggle to embrace the game. Hey, Israel's cool. Welcome back. Yeah, it just turned into a don't mess up, and then got extended out again and again and again on penalty time, or not penalty time, I guess injury time, extra time. So, hey, the Welsh fans were the stars of the telecast. Man, the camera people loved the little Welsh kid. He looked awesome. So dejected when they had a header blocked over the back of the net, and then so happy when they got their goal. So shout out the little kid. Yeah. Hey. At least we all get to hang out in our equality, right? We're all one big happy draw-tied family, and hey, as long as everybody takes care of business against Iran, and either one of us scores more than 4, then if we take down England, we're all gone. Okay, well, good night. Israel is cool. Thanks for dropping in. Take care. Oh, and hi. Was that a hi for Jenny? Hey, it was good. It was good talking to you earlier too, man. Nice. All right, we're kind of killing a little time here because I was chomping at the bit, ready to go. I mean, I guess we can fire up the world. Fairy, what's going on? Wow, we're getting everybody in here now. Not everybody was up bright and early for the early stream. Let's check out on this day what happened, huh? Give it a little look-see while we're killing time here. Now I can't see the screen, so hopefully you guys are seeing this. I guess we'll peek. We're not. Oh, because I got to do this. Turn off the Minecraft. Turn off the Stardew. There we go. Signing of the Mayflower Compact on this date in 1620. 41 male passengers on the Mayflower, prior to landing at Plymouth, Massachusetts, signed the Mayflower Compact, by which they agreed to abide by the laws of the new government that they would establish. 2017, first as Prime Minister and later as President, Mugabe resigned from office and began impeachment proceedings against him. I should read. All right. NATO in 2002 extended official invitation to expand to Bulgaria, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Romania, Slovakia, and Slovenia. Of course, we know that's caused some friction since 2000. The UFW called off the boycott of California grapes. Cesar Chavez, I was thinking that was much earlier. I didn't know that the boycott had gone on that much longer. The Dayton Accords ended the Bosnian War. That's actually come up in my Wednesday trivia. I don't think we got that right, but hey, if I'd read this more often, we'd know. The Varazno Narrows Bridge spanning New York Harbor from Brooklyn to Staten Island open. Hey, look at that. New bridge. In the 60s. The horror classic Frankenstein, based on the stage adaptation of Shelley's 1818 novel, was released in the U.S. And, of course, launched Boris Karloff. And Rebecca Ann Felton of Georgia was sworn into office, becoming the first woman seated in the U.S. Senate. Hey, shout out. That was in 1922, first U.S. Senator. I was thinking that Wyoming, maybe that was in the House of Representatives, though. Bloody Sunday. Irish Republican Army killed 11 Englishmen suspected of being intelligence agents, and the Black and Tans took revenge on the same afternoon, attacking spectators and players at a Gaelic football match in Crook Park, Dublin, killing 12 and wounding 60. I did not know that was on the 21st. But having just watched Dairy Girls, there we go. Stan Musial, considered one of the game's greatest hitters, was born. Okay. 1898, we're getting back there now. René Magritte, one of the most prominent surrealist painters, whose bizarre flights of fancy blended horror, peril, comedy, and mystery, was born. It's not all Dali. Lord Lytton, Viceroy of India, launched the Second Anglo-Afghan War. Okay. 1806, the Continental System, a blockade designed to close the entire European continent to British trade, was proclaimed when Napoleon issued the Berlin Decree. And 1783, the first crewed hot air balloon, hey, look at that, was made by Jean-Francois, there goes my French, and Francois Laurent, traveling from the Chateau de la Mouette across the Bois de Boulogne. Wow. On the edge of Paris in a balloon. Awesome. The Kitty Hawk was first heavier than air flight, but the negative weight of the contained gases of the hot air balloon made it the first lighter than air flight. There we go. History, and we're that much closer to the scheduled start time. Let's get back over to Minecraft. I get back over to the chat. Oh, look, how you guys doing? Hope everybody's doing great. There was our little history lesson. Oh man, we chased people off. I hope somebody's still hanging out with me. Aw. That's probably my horrible French. Sorry about that. You guys try reading in a foreign language that you never have studied on camera, or I guess not on camera, but on stream. For your entertainment. That's why we do these things. All right, let's kick off this world, huh? We'll get going, see if we get Fairy back. I know Israel is cool, was off to bed. It is that time in some parts of the world. So we'll kick it off. Necrophagia Taco. Remember, yesterday we were wrapping things up, having just set up our brewing room, right? We didn't didn't do any brewing. I don't think we're quite there yet. We have to make some glass bottles, certainly. We still have to keep growing our... Oh, that's right. We're working down in the basement, expanding our little basement area. So here we are. We're going to eventually put more chests here. We should get that stone. It should be done cooking, right? Remember we were cooking stone? Or we did cook stone. Wow, the view bob seemed a little odd there. We'll have to settle that being off a little bit, and that's okay. So we can finish up our little decorative bit here. And that just helps us. Helps me not lose where we're supposed to have our blocks. Now we could certainly swap out some of the ceiling stuff, but I want to get the walls going first. And I don't know why didn't we ever fix that? Hey, look, there's a tree. Good old jungle. It's probably just a one blocker. Alright, now do we care more about andesite or the dirt in the ceiling? Let's fill in these holes first of all. I don't think we have enough to get all that, so let's get these walls done. Oh, crap! I know I'll need that again for the diamond in the floor. Down, oops, by the nether wart. See me hold up there? Uh-oh, there's water. Alright, replace the torch one. And anything hideous? Oh, I guess it's all just andesite. Skash, how you doing? How'd the rest of stream go, man? It was awesome hanging out with you the other day. Okay. Have a little opening. Let's go cook a bit more. I guess we'll sleep too. Let's fill up a stack. Oh man, I'm sorry I missed that. Yeah, I had to just get busy with plenty of other stuff that I'd put up, but it was great hanging out. And yeah, I think I would be absolute trash at that game. You managed all that stuff so much better. But yeah, it was great getting to hang out. You had a few of us going in the chat there for a bit, so shout out to you. And for anybody here or checking out the VODs, Skash Kitsune, solid stream yesterday, and hopefully no further feedback that was negative on your alerts. All right, let's drop this off and get back down into the depths. Right, for the folks who were here yesterday, we are still growing our nether wart. We got a ways to go. Spreading it out in the field there and getting it so that we have enough to brew potions. Along the way, we'll probably pop back up here a few times to get replacement tools or whatever. And as we do that, we will make sure that we have glass to convert into bottles. I think we still have some glass blocks in the glowing. Wow, in the construction chests outside. I don't know what I was looking at that made me think glowing. I guess I was considering ingredients, potions. Not that there's a potion of glowing, but yeah, we'll get there. Is this a new area? No, this is I can't remember who all was around at the end yesterday, but this is where we wrapped up the stream. We're basically what 5 minutes into new play, so we just finished up that room. Oh, there's more. We got 2 different areas with diamonds in them. We just don't want to get the diamonds with this pick. We want to use the Silk Touch or the Fortune pick there. But yeah, this area we built up to make sure that we grow these guys, and when they're ready, they kind of fill up the full block. You can see how that looks short. They should be up kind of the height of the torches, so those are in their 3rd stage. If we let them get fully grown, then we get multiple warts when we harvest them. Anything 3rd stage or less just gets back the original. So. And as we found out in the last stream, bone meal, no help. No help on Netherwart. So kind of becoming a new area, I guess. We're chopping it all out. This will become a part of our basement. And as we talked about, all of this area is going to become storage. We made a couple of little tunnels. And as you can see right up there and through here, this is our amethyst geode. So when we've cleared out all that, we'll also work around here with scaffolding and just leave the shard nodes exposed so that we can go up and harvest all of the amethyst crystals. They're great for decorative blocks and tinting glass to make it so that it doesn't transmit light through. So a couple good uses out of that. And hopefully we're going to get our potions done today, or at least, have it all up and working and ready to go. That will be a big part of setting us up for the Ender Dragon fight. An Ender Dragon then sets us up for XP farm, Enderman XP farm in the end. Don't think we get all that done today, considering we'll be coming up, if I do a full 4 hours at minimum, that'll be a pretty good day. And then tomorrow we're definitely going to be back with more Minecraft because Junimos were great, but we did a full morning run of Junimos. The first part was still going up on YouTube, so I will get the second segment of that up and processing as soon as this stream is done. In fact, I may check it on a break here halfway through today. Just to see if we can get that second segment up. But it was a good time. We had some good runs, got a new high score, couple up in the 40, 45, 46 range. So nothing quite at 50,000, unfortunately, but threatening. Oh yeah, sorry man, I missed your tweet in between the Stardew stuff and the new area one. Yeah, I was noticing some of your save earlies, and kind of when my chat died down, I still had it on, was still watching. I was just working on other stuff, and there were a couple times there where I was like, is that your ship getting wrecked? I think there might have been one when you were like, we got real lucky there. not even sure if you were aware you were counterattacking when they were hitting. All right, so we got those. Before we switch up the picks, just to minimize the time, we've also got this guy. So let's kind of see where that lies. And we'll do the full cleanup there. I also probably need to silk touch up a bit more of the deep slate, not cobbled deep slate, so that we can fill in this diamond hole once we get done with it. Should have kept all that I had in my inventory late yesterday. Here, let's do that. So we'll get enough to replace. See how much quicker that efficiency goes? Oh, it's going to be so nice when all our tools are efficient. Alright, this should give us a nice little stack. And keep going back with the original diamond pick, see where all this goes, and we'll need to go down. Alright, silk touch. So these are going to pull ore, and then just like we did with the nether quartz, we will pick up all the pieces and hit them all with the fortune axe. Okay, now you go, and then deep slate. See how it's slightly different, and we have to be pointed down so that it lines up with the rest of the floor. And then is it here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Right where we needed it. Well, hardcore again. So you die, you start over. So not all of this is unfamiliar territory, right? And there's kind of a logical progression to getting up to the level of gear that says you're good to go now. You can still die. It doesn't take much to have a slip up, but you're pretty well set to survive. The typical creeper or fall in the lava or anything like that. You can kind of just go. So, and I talked a little bit in a previous stream about how I really didn't want to do a lot of decorative building. I think Sen was asking if I would do a building decoration stream, and I was like, actually, not just stream. I mean, some of the building that I'd like to do will be extended type projects and stuff, and it will continue to happen. But one of the things that I hate to do is get too heavily invested in building stuff until I'm like, I think this world's going to be around for a little while, right? So I do have a bit of a plan as to I want to get this done, and then we'll go. So even like this amethyst farm, something we can be working on, but I'd much rather get the enchanting and the villager trades and all that going and established before I spend a whole lot of time doing that, because it doesn't help us. All right, we got 2. Let's go ahead and break these. And see, we got a few more there, so we'll get those all growing again. All right, you are fairly worn down, pick. Start up again. We did cut that to the edge, so I guess we keep working here. At least we've got some tough. A little quicker. We had uppies. A little quicker here to break. And again, we're just trying to keep that nether wart loaded while we get the extra diamonds and everything. Keeps them growing. So that dark outline was a really good indicator. The ones that are full, and I don't see that yet. We're here nice and close. You think you found my YouTube? Had you not seen my YouTube? I tweet it out all the time. Have you found my Twitter? There you go. And it's in my it's in my deal. What I don't know, I gotta check this on my other one. When I go into my YouTube, it says at Habbage 1244. It's got all my stuff, like it's all good. I don't remember there being a 24 in the end, and I thought my maybe I'm thinking of my Twitter. Does a U sound right? What's my Yeah, I want to go check something. I'll be right back. Yeah, so it's right. Always has been right. It was just kind of freaking me out in this new deal. I noticed my YouTube name is Habbage 1244, and I don't recall it. I guess at the time it was like Habbage is not available. Um, but the link and everything is what I've had in my Twitch stream info all the time. But here you go, dude. Can't. Yeah. If you go to about in Twitch here, I should have all the links, my Twitter and my YouTube. But yeah, in Twitter, I am just at Habbage1, and I tweet at least every time I go live, or unless I miss it. I try to kick all those things. There you go, guys. That's my Twitter. It just has a 1 at the end of it. So yeah, watch for tweets. Skash, welcome, welcome to the party, man. And if you hadn't, go ahead and subscribe in the YouTube. You'll know when all these full VODs show up. If you miss a minute of it in the live Twitch, you got it. All right, now now let me get all this stuff out of the way. Sorry for that delay for everybody else, but yeah, man. Also, you should, if you don't, or if anybody doesn't on Twitch, even if you're not a content creator, put your about stuff in your about tab on your Twitch profile. Get all your various social medias there, so that if you know, even if a content creator is like, oh yeah, I'll pop that over to you. You had a question about something in stream or whatever. Make it so that everybody can find you. And that, you know, not that I'm a big social media guy. I don't really like live on Twitter or anything like that. In fact, until I started doing this, I wasn't on there at all. But it's pretty handy way of keeping in touch with people. Oh my gosh! And I don't have the chat up. Look, I left on. Yeah. 100%, man. And I would, you know, especially if you do personally use Twitter or whatever, I would make it unique to your Twitch account, right? So that you can have it focused, even if you're not worried about the privacy stuff and all that. if you've got, like for me, if I'm looking for digital artists and stuff like that to eventually get set up with logos and emotes and all that kind of stuff, I can use my um, which contact info, right? None of that's my personal stuff, but I know if there's updates to all that, it's coming as a result of streaming, or it's related to the streaming stuff, and keeps it all nice and separate. And unfortunately, Windows thinking that, oh yeah, we're gonna just coordinate everything, makes it a little tough to keep those barriers in place. And you definitely want to keep the barriers up. Yeah, like on this new PC, I set everything up as Habage because I'm not going to use this for much other than playing games related to the stream or streaming itself. And when you log in through Windows, and to have your, like, just to get my Minecraft and all that, Windows knows me as me from all my other PCs. And so Windows is like, oh hey, even though you've renamed your Minecraft profile to Habage, your Windows account, it's still who I am. So I got to kind of watch out on that. And it's one of those things I wish that, like, just give me an opt-out. Give me a chance to rename what Windows knows me as, or references me. And I don't want Microsoft to forget who I am as a person, right? For payment information, everything else like that, that's got to be tied together. But, Twitch can manage it to pay content creators and keep their actual identity stuff safe and secure, not published all over. But yeah, exactly. Yeah, profiles or personas or yeah, something like that. Yeah, um, I think I get the idea of the schedule is really important or really helpful. I think when you're small channel, whatever, it's probably just as good to be a little erratic as you can be, as it will fit into your life, because you got different eyeballs out there, right? And if you hype like I do, follow on Twitter and check my YouTube and look for all that kind of stuff, and be sure to follow here at Twitch and set up notifications so you know when I'm going live. You'll still catch some overlap, right? Some people that are maybe not in their normal watching time will at least be aware of the VODs and being able to get back to them, or we'll see you go live, and if they're watching something else, may pop in to say hi, just chat a little bit. But I know I find I get different people at different times of day, and while building an audience that can, hey, you're going to be online at this time, this day, is really good. And when you find your good times when most of your audience is available, you're going to want to focus on those. Try it out. See when people that are into the games that you play are most online and most active. And at least, if you're scheduling it or playing at a weird time, talk about it. Like, hey, normally we play a couple hours earlier than this, but for this reason, I'm going a little bit different today. Let me know what you think, and catch me at this time regularly. I just never do that because my schedule in real life is so erratic; it's all over the place. So, yeah, exactly. Yep, you got it. Today I'm John Doe, but when I'm playing, I want to be J Dude, right? And that way you're protecting John Doe from everybody else. I come into this game seriously, but I end up going off the rails quickly. I think I got you. I was so busy breaking all the blocks. All right, let's go. Let's go fortune up these diamonds. We got 13 blocks and fortune 3 on top of those. We will also check the glass situation, right? And I suppose the one thing we haven't done at all yet is we should get over and see the cows and the chickens and get XP working over there too. Also, sleep. Someday I'm going to learn that we store all the deep slate down in the basement. This is good though. I get to read more chat while I'm walking up and down the stairs or running. Clup 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 clup. You really notice it when there's when the background music in Minecraft is not playing. It seems very quiet. Now we can get back to it. All right. Before we go work on the chickens in the rain, which doesn't sound real good, we'll finish up this roof. Hopefully not get too many leaks while we're working on it. And I know, not very decorative, but it's not hideous either, just going with a nice neutral stone. Oh, and I don't think I ever finished up those walls, did I? Oh, you dumb torches. I don't like that the torches now do that every time you place a block in their vicinity. Just don't let me place the block if it's in the way of the torch. Don't throw it somewhere else. Nobody likes that. When the music fades in the window, yeah. I mean, it's just, now we got some background rain. There we go. Clean up all the mess. All right, let's go. We'll fill in here. Right. Oh, damn. Still don't have enough. And there's more andesite in there. All right, but before we cook any more stone, just for decorating-ish, nice. We don't have to cook glass. There. That should be good. There. Nothing there. Where'd it all go? Here. Tough. There we go. I wish we could sleep. We can't. We do need our fortune pick. And we got this coal ore to process as well. The other thing we can do now that we have blaze rods, in fact, let's do this guy right now. Blaze powder, 2 eyes. These we can do right in here. Eyes of Ender. And we probably don't have enough. We can make 1. Ender chest. Awesome. Our ender chest will need a home. Let's put it right here. So, ender chest, right? This is much like the Junimo chest, or not key chests, right? That's what they are in Stardew, for all you Stardew fans. Same concept here, and I've talked about it a lot more in the Stardew side. So you put down an ender chest. Anything I put in here, once I use this one and get more obsidian and make another chest, the same items will be in this chest as in this chest. And with Silk Touch, not Fortune, but Silk Touch, I can break that chest and pick it up. If I break it with a regular pick, the chest just goes away. And the contents don't. Like, you can break that chest, you'll get raw materials out of it, but you won't get the chest back. And then your stuff that's in there is kind of locked away until you make another chest. But if you have multiples, you can access the same set of gear from anywhere. Much later on, we'll talk about shulker boxes, which maybe everybody knows about them. If you don't, we'll get to them. They're another chest that you can store items in and pick up the box and carry it around with you. So you can greatly increase your carrying capacity of your inventory. And what I and a lot of people do, at first we'll use this for things like the fortune pick, right? You put it in here, then if you break it with a silk touch pick, you've got it right there. You can carry it with you, and if you get some ore or whatever, or need something, you could pull out the fortune pick and use it. And you put in a few backup food, extra armor, all the stuff that we've kind of got in the boat chest right now will actually come out of this ender chest. But we need more obsidian to get that. We'll do that the next time we're downstairs. But for now, let's go first make bottles. And it's a little tough. But we can do that. That. Now we got bottles. Bottles will be key in our potion making once we get nether wart. For now, we will just toss them in here. Good. Yay! We still don't have phantoms to make slow fall yet. If I think about it, we could avoid sleeping. But let's get over to the farm. For folks who may not have seen it yet, this is our linked up portals. And this is what happened the other day, right? I came out. This is the farm portal. See? Why did that do that? Very odd. I don't know what to think about that. I'm a little scared of it, honestly. That shouldn't be happening. All right, fortune pick, diamonds. $13 blocks. Turns into 29 diamonds. Not too bad. All right. I'm thinking we should actually hold off on this a bit until we get our feeding done. And again, we just harvested animals, so I don't know that we'll even need this much wheat, but keep it handy in case. So this is purely a feeding run. Get these guys growing up while we're working on other stuff. Get a little bit of experience. Again, we're trying to get up close to 50, at least as close as I can tolerate waiting. There's Emily's unnamed parrot tweeting at us. And again, I don't think we're going to need too many more of these. Or we may not need the 2 stacks. Right? That's what I was trying to say. Sometimes when oh, the portals? Yeah, it's just a little odd, and maybe it was something about the breaking, but they're in different chunks. So I'm a little surprised that we're still having issues. And for folks who don't know, a chunk is 16 by 16 blocks. Now there can be boundaries, but they may be on bordering chunks, but I think we got more than 16 blocks between them. Maybe not though. But in any event, it is working for us. You guys mind? It's my bed. Alright, got that back. Do the old chicken egg thing. Yeah, it was. They cleaned it. Shouldered their way in. How many more eggs? Still a pretty low drop. Seeds. Pull them all over, leave them. Chickens and cows are done. And I guess it really didn't matter because I wasn't going to be harvesting. It's when you have feathers and chickens and all that kind of stuff to pick up too. I didn't want to have a whole bunch of coal laying around, filling up the inventory. And we do get a little tiny bit of XP. Coal is not the best. The diamonds probably help more than that. And certainly 3 pieces of redstone aren't going to do a ton. Okay, that was good. And now this is the merciful part, is that at least this has been working backwards, right? So if I go in here, these aren't crossed, as far as I know. Yeah, this one comes back to the right place. And this one, if I go through it, goes back to base. So it's not a huge problem. It was just, it caught me off guard yesterday. And I was like, why am I was like running from one to the other. I was like, wait, I'm running the wrong way. And it made me think I had goofed something up, which normally that's a pretty safe bet, but alright, bunch more sticks, and then we'll go ahead and make 2 more diamond picks. Save that one for flexing in here. Those go away. Coal, let's top off the furnace here. Can make more torches whenever we need. Let's finish up this little... What? Why do I still have sticks? Those? Oh, I know. You're fine. You just start wandering around all over the place, you're going to get yourself in trouble. So that's a good spot for you. Those all look good. We got a big area here. Got to be nice and safely boring and mundane, right? No triggers in an all stone, plain stone house. We'll do our decorating. And technically, these I said from the very start, these were going to be our like boring old basement back of the house kind of utility or workrooms, right? Not the places you decorate for company to come over. It's kind of the ones that have bare sheetrock on the walls or whatever your walls are made out of before you decorate them. But like unfinished basement-y kind of stuff, right? Just where we get stuff done. All right. Oh, there's floor too. This one. Definitely get rid of that. Maybe these. These are in our outside facing rooms, so they're down to there. Do we keep this doorway preset? So we'll see. All three of these are. Oh, I forgot anvils. Oh no. Anvils fall. That's the whole trapping people with anvils and stuff. All right, anvil, you go back here. Stone block, you go there. Torch, go there. All right, it's not pretty, but it's less all over the place. Clean that up. Guess that's our only copper ore. Oh, got a few more. Yeah, oh, I have a roommate. He's a pal in there. He just, much like the villagers over in the other side of, over by the farm, he just doesn't have a lot of walking around room. All right, 53 diamonds makes me feel pretty good. That's, like the other day when I was worried, I shouldn't use too many diamond axes on the chickens because they'll get eaten up. Well, you got 53 extra diamonds. You can do quite a bit. And some of these kind of things, when we get back to enchanting again, we can use fully just make a new shirt and use it for enchanting, so we don't have to worry about repairing. Like these, I can repair them. I can put a diamond on with an anvil, but that takes enchanting cost away. So if we can't get the mending done, we'll have to kind of start back over with those, which nobody wants to do. All right. Up next, I think it's more basement time while we make room or make wart for potions. Copper's pretty much all decorative. There are a couple things you can use copper. Copper works just like iron, right? You can make a spyglass with copper, and we did, which it doesn't show you beyond the loaded area. So like in the nether, we could have zoomed in on those outer areas and looked more closely when we were hunting for a fortress, right? For the legs of the fortress sticking down. So there's that, and excuse me, lightning rods are the other thing you can make with copper. So you can protect like our little villager buildings and all that, right? That have stone or wood roofs. I can put copper up underneath them and protect them. If a storm happens, they won't catch on fire, which is a good thing, I think. This is kind of. Ooh, okay, we're already in the mix, but this will make things a little more entertaining, I guess. So now, 1, 2, 3. That's our torch. Ooh, one right there. 2. 2, 3. Okay, and then this should get us back over. I didn't realize this came down quite as far. Right on the edge of it. And we should be done here. Nice. All right. But otherwise, copper you could just form into big blocks. And from the blocks, gotta kind of pick my way through here, I guess. So this is the inside of the amethyst, and they came at the same time as copper with the same update. So you gotta be very careful. These blocks here with the X's will grow these things called shards, amethyst shards. This is an amethyst geode. There's a bunch of them, right, scattered around. So the whole time we've been working, these have been growing. And we can clear away all this other regular purple. And wherever our little pathway was, I guess we haven't opened it up. So eventually we'll take everything but these with the little X's. They'll remain alone, and every side that is open to the air will grow those little crystals, and we can use scaffolding or whatever we want to build around them to make them accessible. And eventually, when we have a fortune pick, we can get whole bunches of them from just breaking it clear. But just want to show that from above for anybody who hadn't seen it before. This is the inside of the amethyst geode that we're working on down below, and I would imagine we'll start breaking out a little bit of this, and eventually we'll come up here and clear everything and set this all up as a farm, so that we can grab out all the goodness. And then we'll have purple. Maybe we can use some of that in a build somewhere. I definitely like it. I used it in one of my past worlds for the dark room spawner that I built. Used this, some of the deep slate, I don't know which, polished or tiles or something. And it ended up looking pretty sweet, if I do say so myself. That's one you can check out on the YouTube. It's whatever the really long playlist is, the most recent really long playlist. Probably would have finished up. I don't know. Was it in the holiday season last year, or did it go through the spring? Can't remember. They don't need light. I lit them up so that there's no monsters. They just grow. Just gotta be kind of careful. I don't know if he heard that answer. That's great. Somebody that hasn't checked out much of Minecraft in a while, seeing all the new, kind of new stuff. This was, I think Amethyst was 18. Does that sound right to anybody? 1.18, and we're now at 1.19.2. It's kind of the first part of the Caves and Cliffs update, which fell during the pandemic. You know, they basically It worked out right. They were like, yeah, we're going to hold off on doing all of it together. The deep slate is such a surprise when we do hit it. It takes so much longer to break. Oh, and we need to get obsidian, right? I kind of forgot about that, but we want that for our second ender chest. So we'll just leave all these X's, and eventually we'll have just a cluster of X's all growing the stuff. We'll put the light around on the bottom. We may need to suspend some light so that we don't get mobs spawning on the tops. If there's a crystal growing, I don't think anything can spawn on them. Those are not spawnable blocks, but if they're empty, if we've just cleared them, you might end up with a creeper or a zombie or something spawning. And let's face it, we don't want that. But this is first time I've ever had one of these like right at my basement area. And that will be pleasantly awesome to just have. I think we should plan to build a lot in purple, which I think somebody said was their favorite color. I can't remember who that was. Maybe Omni? Was Omni the purple? By the way, how's our... I'm getting all distracted by the geode. How's our little growth doing here? These guys look outlined. Not that one, that one. And this one got a 7. Which is enough. All right, we're not going to rush back upstairs with just one. We need a couple to fill up all our brewing stands, but we're close. We're actually close to brewing. Aldi has this V-Strange thing where their sweets are perfectly sweet. Is that interesting? I assume that's like a candy maker? Confectioner? Ooh, check out that big word. Lots of candy gets made here in Denver, Colorado, or the area. Something about the altitude and the lack of humidity. But for U.S. folks, Jolly Ranchers came from Colorado. A lot of taffy. Of course, anybody who remembers the days of malls, the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory, which was kind of all over the place in malls, with all kinds of sweets, obviously chocolatey sweets, but yeah, the setting up of those kind of things, bonbons or those kinds of chocolatey treats and things, apparently does very well or happens more quickly here at high altitude and with the low humidity. So going way back. And it's kind of weird. Like, you go up in the mountains and all the touristy places, and there's taffy everywhere. But that, of course, saltwater taffy, that's, to me, was always a beach thing, right? You go to the seashore, and there's taffy places everywhere, too. So how the humidity plays into that, I don't know. But that's how I know about confectioners. There's supermarket. Oh. Not big hyper stores like Walmart, but smallish supermarkets with what you need. I hear you, man. Yeah, we got those. Not Aldi. So are there sweets, do they have like their own brand of sweets? And also in Australia is anise, like black licorice type anise, flavored candies. Are those big in Australia? Because I know my dad and I both, like, I'm the kid at Easter when jelly beans and things like that are a common gift for little kids in Easter baskets and all that. I would get like the bag of all black jelly beans because I always liked that licoricey anise flavor. I know loads of people don't like it at all. And I was just thinking, like, I think, is that in Australia? Not really licorice. Isn't too big here, out of course. But of course, yeah. And here, thanks to like Twizzlers and Red Vines, which are just name brands, everything is red licorice, right? It's the ropes and the plugs and all that, like actual licorice, but it's fruit flavored instead, so it's really not licorice at all. Halloween isn't very big, never was. We do celebrate the party creative side of it. Yeah, and that's, that's something I'm familiar with all the family in the UK and stuff as well. Is and it hasn't always been big over here. Like, the marketing and all that would like to make you think it was, but one of the things that made Halloween so big here was the Charlie Brown Great Pumpkin movie, right? In the 50s or 60s or whenever that came out. And oh my, what's the dude's name? I'm blanking on it. Charles Schulz, who created Peanuts and Snoopy and all the rest of it. He was originally from Minnesota. I think he relocated out to California when he made it big, but he had been in Minnesota. And there's a suburb of the Twin Cities, Minneapolis and St. Paul, Minnesota, where trick-or-treat, they kind of call themselves the home of trick-or-treating and Halloween. They promoted this idea amongst their neighborhoods of sending the kids out and going around, because there had been the whole trick-or-treat thing went back further, of course. But back then, it was kind of the malicious thing that everybody jokes about, but nobody does anymore, which was if you had like a person in the old widow in the neighborhood or something that the kids were unreasonably scared or offended by, because they thought she was mean. She's just trying to mind her own business. Doesn't have anything to do with kids anymore. And because, maybe she's a little withdrawn, the kids all think, oh, this person's quote unquote a witch or whatever, right? And then you'd go egg those people's houses or soap their windows or whatever, and as I understand it, at the time, it was threatening to turn into more vandalism than anything else. So the suburb tried to get ahead of it and was like, hey, instead of just letting the kids go out, let's have everybody be ready for it. Do it on Halloween night, between these hours, and have some candies or whatever. Well, it started as, a lifesaver or whatever, right? And blew up from there to the mass-marketed billions of dollars of way too much candy being handed out. It's kind of crazy. And of course, there's all kinds of food drives, and people try to make it a better thing. All right, well, here we. Oh, did I set up chest for this stuff? I think I did. I think it's this first one on the top. Ha ha ha. So we have smooth basalt, which we can modify the basalt we find in the nether. We can use to make that. Calcite, the only way you can get calcite, which is a cool block to use, is in those geodes. That's the only place to find it. You can't craft it, so it's a little less common of a crafting material. Carry that gravel around. And just Skash for you or anybody else that's interested, we can make those purple blocks out of these shards. So with our little farming area, we can make a whole bunch of those. I don't know that you can... Yeah, I don't think you can deconstruct them, which is another good reason to keep the shards around, or those little farmy blocks, but is what it is. Oh, give it time, my friend. Give it time. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At some point, we'll have... oh, I don't have any fuel for these yet either. At some point, we'll have chests for filled water bottles and just be ready to go. When we hit this, we can do everything else we need. All right, what do we have for actual ingredients? We have a puffer fish. We actually can extend those and make them usable. These can go in that other box. Gas tier, magma cream, spider eyes. We'll want some gunpowder, and I guess we just don't have that much, so we'll use that. I don't have a rabbit's foot yet. I haven't gotten any golden carrots yet. I don't, it's daytime. Yeah, absolutely right. Just haven't gotten there yet. Get some sugar. While we're here, let's go get carrots. I can make a few golden carrots. Or wait. Golden carrots do, I know reverse does invisibility. Golden carrots is night vision? Trying to do all this from memory. Probably a bad idea. Oh no! What the? Alright, hold on. This is why in Minecraft you never get to do what you actually want. We had a chicken break. Glad I didn't spend any time over here or underneath. Alright. Oh, look at them all. Just running around, being all chickeny. Come here, Chucky. Although you guys don't deserve to be called Chucks at the moment. Come on. Must have been when I threw that egg. I can't keep them all focused long enough. All right, everybody in, Chucks. Look at them. Come here. Get in here. Hey. I can't. All right, we got. Oh, that's my dog. Chucks. There's 1, 2. Just the egg. we got plenty. I don't know why we need to do this, but it was quite a break. Should we leave a few free? If they're wandering clear, I'm good with it. I just don't want them in my farm. All right, you guys go hang out over here. If you come back, though, trouble. All right. I'm glad I checked. So that goes away. He's come back. What you get? Making me open my gates. And we'll take some chicken home. Chicken for dinner. Yeah, doesn't it? Chickens are a little overwhelming. We'll get them later, though, for more XP. All right. Chicken, I have raw. Try to get to the point where we can eat a chicken. Let's get these. What can I do here? Can do that for now. These. I think what I want to do. Well, let's. Did I make? These are. Nether wart. Then blaze powder. That will fuel them for a good little bit until we can go back and get operation stuff. Blaze rods will go in with the nether wart. All the other ingredients that make the potions, I'll probably end up pulling those right back out again. We'll go in there. We have sugar, gunpowder, and redstone. And we'll eventually glow dust as well. Wait, sugar makes a potion? It's glow dust that strengthens, redstone extends, and gunpowder makes splashes, right? So here, well, not there. That can go there. Let's get 1, 2, 3. I already did this. I guess they weren't ready or something. Oh, I had to fuel them. So these are going to make awkwards. Netherwort, first ingredient, will make awkward potions that has no effect, but you need it to make the real potions. No. Nope. I don't know what that does, but yeah, I'm not too worried about it. So I'm going to put a gas tier, a puffer fish, and a magma cream in as secondary ingredients. Yeah, say hello all the time. Distract or not. All right, so these make water breathing just like these. Let's get these other two out of the way. So we got regen for 45 seconds, and we have fire res for 3. 9 times out of 10, I want to extend my potions. So that's what the redstone does. And then we're going to use these boxes. We're going to switch this up to be our water jugs, and I'll actually fill this with a bunch of water eventually. All right, that one's still chilling. Now we have 130 regen. Hey, look at that. We got some our local brewery advancement. And then we got fire res. So these are actually two pretty important ones. Well, the regen. Regen isn't as much. Maybe we'll load that with strength or something. Now these I can put in, and I can add a redstone, so we'll get 8-minute water breathings. Those can go away. I am making all kinds of our first potions here. Making these longer water breathings, because if we're gonna go water breathing, might as well go water breathing big. And let's throw waters in here. With a respiration helmet, doesn't make too much of a difference, but if we want to go do the underwater temples, that's a deal. Let's make a couple golden carrots and make some night vision. We are just a bit short. Gold carrots. Now we need more water bottles, though. Do I get XP from these potions? Three. I gotta get used to where all these go. I'm gonna try not to sleep, because phantoms and slowfall potions are actually the one we need most of all first for the dragon fight. But we don't have any phantom membranes, so no dice there. Alright, while we're waiting on that, these will be night vision. Stocking up here. And boop. Let's see, those will fit. Not in my inventory, of course. Alright, while we're here, 3 redstone. Make full night vision. Grab you. There. Go put the carrots and the gold away. Come back over, see if I get any XP out of finishing those. Carrots. I am hungry now. Let's eat a raw chicken. Let's cook a bunch of chicken. Now I don't eat raw chicken anymore. Did I extend these? All right, check the XP. It's at 43 and two little notches and a bit. Oh, that kind of stinks. All right, night vision. Not too necessary. There's a few uses for it, but nothing imminent. All right, well, that was our potions. Now eating the chickens, so the rest of those can cook. We do still have backup steak. We'll cook another stack of that for real. It's just to get my food out of the way. And burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno, right? On the water. Okay. That away. These come back. We take the deep slate down and put it away. I don't need this stuff. Don't need more chests. Whew, I'm winded. Because I've done a lot of these. I've looked up the little chart so many times. I don't. There's a counter to the awkward potion, the netherwort stuff that we've been growing, which makes the weakness. So we need a weakness potion. Once we infect our zombies, we need to weaken them and give them golden apples. So we'll need a zombie to bite them, infect them with the zombie disease. Then we weaken the zombified villager, give them a golden apple, and in up to 15 minutes, they will recover back as a very eternally grateful villager, which will give us awesome prices on all our trades. Skash has just discovered Habbage YouTube. Yeah, as I've said many times, we did almost a year straight of Minecraft on YouTube before I ever started on Twitch, and almost exclusively Minecraft until last holiday season. I did a Stardew Valley special because I just wanted to pre-record stuff when I was going to be out on the road, and I knew, if I get some time, I can do a little bit more Minecraft on the road, just kind of check in, but I'll have pre-recorded content all laid out, and it won't throw off the Minecraft world, because there were a lot of people that were like, in the comments and all that, were like, yeah, I'm following episode to episode. This is a fun world. Let's check it out. So yeah. I don't know anything about modding. I am 100% vanilla. And I have talked about there was one where I actually used up an entire mending enchanted axe picking ice, where I was just talking about if I was an astronaut going sent to Mars, right? Like, you're going to have to be on a spacecraft and you can only bring so much stuff. Load me up with Minecraft, all the old versions and the new ones. Give me vanilla, and between creative and hardcore and survival, you could fully amuse yourself all the way through, because you're sick of the hardcore, you're sick of dying and all that. Well, just pull up creative and start building. And then if you did throw some mods on top of that to play outside of vanilla, yeah, you could seriously go for a lifetime. I think hands down this is the most replayable game, because it's the sandbox, right? You can do whatever you want. Yes, I know you love vanilla. Yeah. And yeah, Jenny's checked it all out. She's full supporter in the Twitches and the YouTubes and all that. Yeah, I'm glad to be able to do this with people that can hang out and chat, make fun of me, or laugh at my derps, and share their own stories. Talk about why they would only play modded or never vanilla or never Minecraft. They outgrew that when they were 10. All that kind of stuff. So now we're at a deal. I think the next piece is probably to extend here, go back a full row so that we have this whole area ready to be worked on. And we'd done these little hallways here, right? Wherever they are, to go back under the farm so that the crops would grow. But we've got enough diamonds now. I think picking away at the basement while we're letting this stuff grow is probably pretty good. But we are kind of at a point. We've made what let's think. We need a little bit more nether wart. If we make some strength and fire res potions, then we could go back to the nether, hang out at the fortress. Oh, let's get obsidian right now. That's what we need to do. And there should be more lava back this way. Unless I ran out of this whole pond. So let's do an exploratory tunnel. Oh no. Man, I hate it when the game makes me into a liar. I don't want to lie. Remember, this is where we were working out the deal, and it looked like it was going to continue on, but maybe not. Do we have any other lava lakes that we remember? I think there's some down this hallway, right? So let's just go till we get to lava. Oh, like here. Oh, all right. We got one left. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And this was the original geo we found, which is just down the hallway a little bit, right? Could have lots and lots of amethyst. I was reading your vanilla is strange. Strange. Massive vanilla falling for good reason. It has easy multiplayer for remote server hosting. It has a massive modding community that is just perfection. And they update it often. So how is that strange? I'm just curious what... like, is that good? Strange in a... It's weird that it has all those things going together? Or is it... Because I agree. I think that's all awesome. Oh. Okay. Didn't mean to miss the bucket pickup there. No, you're absolutely right. Not many other games do, and it. At the time, a lot of people rightfully freaked out. Like, oh, Microsoft bought it? They're going to wreck the game, right? They're going to come in, big old company, and they're going to totally lose the spirit of it. And fortunately, I don't think they're into sharing the numbers or anything like that, but fortunately, I think they're doing well enough with it, right? They haven't immediately 360'd it and gone, oh yeah, you know what, that whole we're gonna support Mojang and all that. Nah, actually, we gotta cut our losses and go. They paid a lot of money for Minecraft, and it's kind of just a little blip on Microsoft's radar, but with the whole Xbox community and stuff like that, it certainly helps. And what they're trying to use it as is take all that popularity and do exactly what I found on this PC launch. They want to make, when you go on your PC and look at games, that you're gonna just stumble into the Xbox store, and now you already have an automatic login ID. So you're already an onboarded customer. It's just easy to go ahead and buy a game. Why bother